Hello. Today we take up the next part of electromagnetic waves, history of development. History of development of electromagnetic waves. First point, Maxwell's contribution. In 1867, Maxwell theoretically predicted existence of electromagnetic waves. As you know, through his two equations, where he said a time-varying electric field is a source of magnetic field and a time-varying magnetic field is a source of electric field, both varying harmonically in a direction perpendicular to propagation of the wave. Now, second point, Hertz's contribution. In 1887, 20 years later, Hertz confirmed practically the existence of electromagnetic waves through his experiment known after his name as Hertz experiment. So he practically confirmed through the experiment which is known after his name as Hertz experiment. Hertz experiment, we talk of Hertz experiment now. The label diagram, this is the label diagram of Hertz experiment. How is the experimental setup? Let us see. The setup consists of two large metal plates A and B. Metal plates A and metal plates B joined to the secondary of an induction coil. These metal plates are joined to the secondary of an induction coil. An air gap G was left between the metallic knobs. These are metallic knobs, air gap G, joined to the plates by connecting rods. These metallic plates were joined to the knobs by connecting rods. This is connecting rod, this is connecting rod. The metallic ring detector R was held in position at some distance from the air gap, G, such that magnetic field produced by oscillating current is perpendicular to the plane of detector R and oriented parallel to the gap G. Now, working. How the experiment worked, let us see. Let us look at working of Hertz experiment. Now, working, a spark was produced between the gap G. This is a spark which was produced between the gap G. The air between the gap became ionized and provided a path for discharge between the plates. The air became ionized and it provided the path of discharge between the plates. As a result of that discharge, a spark was produced. The EM waves were detected by observing the spark in the metal ring detector R. This spark was observed in this metal ring detector R. Now, it means when the spark was detected, it means electromagnetic waves practically exist, and practically he confirmed. Today even also, when there is a spark in some part of electric circuit in our home, then we observe that spark in running TV. The picture flips or sound crackles because of that spark. Okay, now confirmation. The existence of EM waves thus was confirmed 20 years later when Maxwell theoretically predicted existence of electromagnetic waves in 1867. So through Hertz experiment, he practically confirmed the existence of electromagnetic waves which were theoretically predicted by Maxwell. Next, we will look at the contribution of J.C. Bose. Now, Jagdish Chandra Bose, an Indian scientist, in 1894, he succeeded in producing electromagnetic waves at Calcutta. Next, Guglielmo Marconi. In 1895, Marconi of Italy followed Hertz's work and succeeded in transmitting electromagnetic waves over a distance of many miles. That's why who discovered radio? The credit goes to Marconi. Marconi discovered radio. So it is an honor to him because he for the first time produced and transmitted electromagnetic waves over a distance of many miles. Now, radio principle. What is radio principle? Now, radio principle. Look at the circuit. This is inductor, this is capacitor. Both are connected in parallel. And the lower end is grounded. The upper end is connected to an aerial. And charge is oscillating between L and C. Now we know an oscillating charge radiates EM waves of frequency f is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. So this forms the radio principle. The radiation carries energy and this energy is supplied at the cost of kinetic energy of oscillating charge between L and C of the circuit. So the energy radiated is provided at the cost of kinetic energy of charge which is oscillating between L and C. Now maximum energy radiation. When maximum energy radiation takes place? Radiation is appreciable only if the extent to which the charge oscillates is comparable with the wavelength of the radiating element. So this is radiating element. So it depends upon the wavelength of radiating element. The maximum energy radiation is only possible when wavelength of radiating element and the wavelength of the charge at which it is oscillating is same or nearly same. Only then maximum radiation will take place. Okay. Now let us see an example how it depends upon maximum energy radiation depends upon wavelength of radiating element. Let us take up an example. Charge oscillating at 1000 Hertz. 1000 Hertz means 1 kilohertz. Radiates electromagnetic waves of wavelength lambda is equal to C by nu. C is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by 1 into 10 raised to power 3. So it comes out to be 3 into 10 raised to power 5 meter or 300 kilometer. Thus, a length of radiating element, this is radiating element, length of radiating element required is 300 kilometer to radiate maximum energy. Means a charge has to oscillate over 300 kilometer in the radiating element to radiate maximum energy, which is practically not possible to erect an aerial of 300 kilometer length. Now idea struck to Hertz to design a system of oscillating charge at much higher frequencies so that it can be used in laboratory. What he did? For example, charge oscillating at frequency of 1000 kilohertz. Here we have taken frequency of 1000 hertz, 1 kilohertz, and here we are taking 1000 kilohertz, means 1 megahertz. Then wavelength will be equal to C by nu, 3 into 10 raised to power 8 divided by 10 raised to power 6. So it is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 2 meter, which is equal to 300 meter. Thus a radiating element of 300 meter length is needed for radiating maximum energy and is practically possible. So as we increase the frequency, the wavelength reduces and the length of radiating element required also reduces. So it becomes easier for us to radiate electromagnetic waves at higher frequencies. So this is all about development of electromagnetic waves right from Maxwell to Marconi and Hertz. Now after this we will take up electromagnetic spectrum, and thank you so much